Okay, John, we started by the smart liner, and now you can really say this is a liner class we have here with the E-line. Also, the E-line based on Mercedes is completely new design from the exterior. And it is a little bit like automotive style, but also it is still a motorhome.
Yes.
And you can see it is the common face on each and every vehicle we have.
So the new C is out through the whole range now?
Yeah, through the whole ranges. So each and every row of our models have the C branding in the front. And especially the E-line and the C2 Tourer are also designed in a new way in the exterior design. And the feedback in Europe is very, very good, and it is like a kind of automotive liner. So still it is fun to drive this vehicle, and especially with our DNA, with the concept for the view on the street. When you please explain this later on also to your customers. We have a very special design here for the dashboard. It is not like this in a line to the front window. It is more like this, and due to this you can look much earlier on the street and what happens on the street.
Yes.
That is important for when you drive the vehicle, but even more important, for example, on a campsite. You navigate into a small pitch and you see far more earlier if there's a tree or something on the ground, and you can even navigate your vehicle far more easier due to this viewing concept.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think about the vehicle?
I like the new design. It's a bit more contemporary, very modern, with a new sort of automotive design at the front. Also we have the higher windscreen, so a bit more visibility, which helps with the DNA concept. Up the side as well, sort of redesigned at the back wheels, just makes it a bit more modern. It's very, very nice.
So you see many reasons to invite your customers here to the NEC and show them all the details inside and outside. And even we have far more models here to show. I think we have about 12 or 13 vehicles on the stand here. And you are invited. Please come to the NEC, join us, or come to the dealer place later on. I think most of the presentation vehicles are there within autumn until the winter time.
Yeah, we've got,
so you will be able to show all the news also on your dealer place, aren't you?
We've only got one at the moment, but the rest of the demo models are due over sort of the next few weeks.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for your time this morning, Jürgen.
Okay, you're welcome.
So Larissa, could you explain a bit more about the Carthago DNA?
The Carthago DNA is one of the most important features of literally every Carthago, because all the elements that are considered to be in the DNA, it's our core competencies of a Carthago. You can find them in the smallest to the biggest one. So every model comes with a Carthago DNA. So there's 6 elements basically. So to begin with, for example, we could say we talk about the double floor and storage concept. So every Carthago comes with a dedicated storage and double floor concept. So you have a full double floor, fully functional, correct, large garage. All the layouts we do consider that. Even, for example, a liner for 2 with a rear lounge, it's often very hard to achieve a spacious garage. So we do that with that. Then we've got the second element, the climate and air conditioning technology. So as we use aluminium all around, for example, we have a much better conductivity.
Conductive,
Inside the vehicle, so the heat is distributed much better, because wood inside is not as good as aluminium inside. So we do that, for example. And then we also do targeted heating, especially in the areas where you get, for example, cold air. For example, the driver's cabin is often an area in the vehicle because it's connected to the original chassis,
the cab,
where you can have thermal bridges, so we try to overcome that. Third element is our bodywork concept. We've got a continuous aluminium frame, for example, all around with the connections on the roof and on the floor.
That's hail resistant as well.
Correct, yeah. on the bottom, and on the top we've got GRP on top, which means it's hail resistant, or stone chipping underneath. But then inside again we've got this continuous aluminium frame, which means we also get the Faraday cage for lightning protection. Yeah. What else do we have? We have, for example, the driver's cabin concept. So
Jürgen sort of touched on the visibility concept earlier.
Correct.
So I'll explain that a bit better. So when you're in the driver's seat, the concept is that you can see the road, the tarmac in front of you, within as short a distance as possible. Is that correct?
Correct, that's correct, Yeah, so you've got a much better viewing angle, and that's not only for visibility when you're driving, but also when you maneuver on a campsite. It's much better. So then, what else do we have? We've got the weight and balance concept. That means all the layouts are designed in a way that we try to have the right balance between front and rear axle to not only achieve best possibility of highest payload, but also the payload throughout the vehicle. So it's fully usable, not only in the garage or not only in the front, because we have a lot of storage, so we want to use it.
To balance it correctly.
Correct. And last but not least, I think we briefly talked about it before, the personality, which also the new E-Line, of course, is inherited there, because it's an unmistakable design, I would say. So you could see immediately on the road from far away, there's a Carthago driving over there. So all our models, of course, might have their own individual character, but they belong to the same family.
Yeah,
so
all part of the same brand.
Correct. So yeah, that's the Carthago DNA, the core competencies of the products.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.